Hey everyone, it's Foxx from modelmaking.guru here, and we're back with the next instalment of our commission build diary for the Destiny Gundam Heine Westenfluss version. Westenfluss? Yes, anyway. As you know, this is just a quick little update series on the commission build I'm doing of the Destiny Gundam Extreme Blast Mode, but painted in the style of Heine Westenfluss's Gundam, Destiny Gundam. As you can see, the mobile suit itself is now basically done. Take a squiz out of that. It looks fabtabulous. It's also very wobbly on this stand. The mobile suit is basically finished and painted. I still have the weapons left to do. It's got to that point of any Gundam build where you start getting weapons fatigue, where you make the whole suit and then you go, oh, I've still got the weapons to do. Those have been, if I can get them in shot, those have been primed, ready to roll. You've got the beam rifle there, I can't fit it anywhere else. Beam rifle there. You've got the sword, I think, here. And you've got the big cannony thing that I can't remember the name off here. They're all ready to roll. So I need to get on with painting those. Had to wait a little while for a decent day so I could do some priming. But as you can see, the whole thing is now finished. Really pleased with how it came out. At the customer's request, I also added some paint chipping to the white parts. Originally, I'd just done some chipping with knife blades to the orange and red parts, as you can see. However, client made a good point. He said it kind of looks weird without chipping on the white parts as well. Doesn't really gel. I'm like, yeah, no, that's a good point. So what I did was I went back with my very fine Citadel Artificer brush and I artificed the crap out of it. I'll keep making that joke because Artificer is a really weird name for a brush. It's basically their fine detail brush. So I added all the little fine chips onto the armour, as you can see. Have had a significant number of issues with this kit. I'm going to be honest. I've made this kit before, and it's not my favourite Gunpla kit, purely because there's a lot of tiny little fiddly bits. And with using various products, especially enamel-based products, I've had some breakages. I had some cracking on some of the armour parts, the shoulders cracked, and actually, I think it's this wing, these three little tiny sub-winglets, as I call them, the winglets, this one just snapped clean off while I was applying a dry brush. So I had to glue it back in. Now it means that I can't now fold these wings because I can fold a little bit, but I'm not going to risk it. These three little winglets don't now close up. These ones do, those ones don't. The client knows this, he's happy with that, it's fine. He's not going to be putting the transparent part on here anyway, the effect part. It is a shame, because it was nice to have the wings closed up, but it still looks absolutely fantastic. And personally, if I'm displaying it, I'm going to display it with the wings out. I was going to display this without, I've not painted the stand or anything yet, this is just loosely put together, but the thing won't stand up with the wings on, so yes. But I'm really pleased with how it came out. I'll put a couple of little pictures. Added a tiny bit of battle damage, words, use them, use the words, Fox, use the words. It's been a long day. Added a tiny little bit of battle damage on the shield, just a little splotch, like a blast mark or a burn. What else have we done? Let's have a look. Had some black enamel, not black, but the blue-black panel line wash on the red and the dark parts. These are actually painted, the dark parts. They're just painted, I think, rubber black with the matte varnish on top. They don't look like they're painted, they look like the bare plastic, but they are actually painted. But I'm overall really pleased with it. It's come out really nicely. I'm really pleased with the chipping on the white parts and how that's come out. So yeah, good call, Mr. Client. That was a really good call. I'd thought about doing it and I hadn't done. And when he said, you know, it might look better, I'm like, yeah, no, it's a good point. See, even when you're in the middle of doing these things, you kind of get so sidetracked with the intricacies that you kind of don't see the big picture. So when somebody points that out, you're like, oh yeah, good point. The other thing I'm really pleased with is the metallic finish, which you probably can't see actually, to be honest, on the inner frame. If you remember, I painted the inner frame completely with gunmetal and chrome silver, and it's come out very similar to the original colour of the plated parts. So I'm really pleased with that. They're still shiny and gloss varnished. You can't really see very easily but it's still nice and shiny. It's had the blue-black panel line wash in there to give some depth. I'll see if I can lift it to show you the feet where you'll get a better idea. You can see on the, I don't know if you can see on the base of the, you probably won't see this very well at all. Let me just take it off the stand and you'll see better. On the base of the feet, hopefully you can see that metallic sheen, and those have all been stripped down completely and then repainted, and it came out really nicely on the verniers at the back, the thrusters at the back as well. It kept that nice metallic sheen, and this is partially why this build has been a real chore, is purely because I've intended to keep the frame gloss, which is fine, but when you're working on, I'm just going to put this thing back on the stand now, when you're working on a model where it's a mixture of gloss and matte, if I was just painting this like a Gunpla with a grey frame, no problem. You could paint it all, assemble it, matte varnish it, gloss varnish it, whatever you wanted to do. Because I've had to keep the frame gloss, I can't assemble it all, then matte varnish it and do other things. I've had to keep the matte parts and the gloss parts apart. So the only way I've been able to assemble the frame and the inner parts in is once I've done everything I need to do on the outer parts, and they don't need any more matte varnish. So it's been a logistical nightmare, and it always is whenever you do any kind of metallic frame. One other little piece of damage that did occur, which I was able to fix, but is a bit shonky. Not shonky, but it's fixed, is the thumb. The thinnest crack in the plastic also occurred on the ball of this thumb where the plastic holds the ball in place. That cracked. I was able to put it all back together, and the only thing is it means the thumb's a little bit loose, but it's absolutely fine. I mean, as long as it still moves, everything's still articulated. But yeah, it has been a kind of, there's been a lot of repairs and running repairs to do on this kit, which has been a bit of a pain, I will openly admit, but it's still come out looking, I think, really nice. So what's next is the weapons. We'll get the guns built, get all the seams filled and get them painted up, get this stand put together, properly primed and painted, and then we are done after that. So hopefully the next episode will just be a here's the finished piece episode for you, with lots of nice pictures, and then I'll be able to send it off to the client, who I must thank, by the way. He's been very patient over this build's taken quite a long time, purely because I've been mad busy at work, and as you know, Model Making Guru is my spare time kind of activity, so I have been mad busy with the day job, but also I've been trying to get nice days to go outside and do priming and things like that and varnishing, and it's just trying to find those nice days, because if you live in the UK, you'll know, especially in the north, the last couple of months have just been horrible. Wind, rain, horrible weather. So I've been hanging around waiting for the right days to go outside and prime and varnish stuff. So join us for the next part when we'll be showing off the final weapons, and I say the final build. But until then, stay tuned. Got another video going up hopefully in the next week or so for the RX-78-2 build for emodels.co.uk. I'm just working on that at the moment. Here's a sneak peek. La 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 la. Look how big that is compared. Look. Hey, you think you're big? Look at the size of your foot. His foot is as big as that torso. That's a big chicken. So yeah, that's ongoing. Once that's done, we're on the Millennium Falcon build. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Adios, amoebas.